few days ago, I get a call from a customer of mine needing something out in a hurry. The problem is that it's a non-stock item, meaning it's normally a 3-day lead time. Plus it has their custom labeling on it. At 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, time was running out in order to get it out for them the same day. We have a cutoff each day for next day air items. It has to be met. So that's 4:30 p.m. our time. And we also have a cutoff for labeling stuff. Fortunately, we were able to meet both of these cutoffs to get the item out on time. We had it scheduled for next day early a.m. so the customer would have it by 8 a.m. their time. So I get back to my desk thinking everything's ready to go, and I immediately get a call from the same customer now wanting same day delivery. The problem is that in order to get same day air delivery, you often have to get that in very early in the day, especially since we're sending this the whole way from Pennsylvania to Houston, Texas. Being what it was, I decided to involve our head of customer service along with our head of logistics to see if they could help. Our head of logistics exhausted all options to see about finding a flight that could go the whole way from Pennsylvania to Houston the same day. Unfortunately, despite his best efforts, there's nothing we could find.
So during this, we learned that the end user had ribbons on site, but they were the wrong ribbon, wrong configuration. So what we did, we went into our lab maybe 50 feet from where I'm sitting, pulled the same type of ribbon from our inventory that the customer's using, tried it on the same printer that they have. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but what it allowed us to do is move on to another solution.
Unable to find a same-day flight to get them ribbons, we decided to look in the area where they work to see if there were any other customers of ours who had the same product they could send to them. And we found somebody.
Late in the day on Monday, Alex approached me and asked if my customer had any spare MT95 HDs that they could lend to his customer who ran out. They were the closest option to them in Houston for same-day delivery. I called my customer, but unfortunately they were going to be closed before Alex's customer could make it there. However, they were willing to leave the ribbons outside, that way Alex's customer could get there and pick them up and still get them in the same day.
After finding someone who could help them out, I went back to my desk to call our customer and let them know. When I did, however, I found out that their internal work had actually found another branch of their own company who could fly the rolls out to them same day. This they did, and everything was good.
So while a lot of this sounds like a big deal, it really isn't to us. It is to the end user, and we realize that. That's why we have 90 plus printers in our lab. It's why we've got a massive amount of inventory. It's why we have all this technical expertise and personnel in this building. We're here to solve these type of problems. So at the end of the day, that's why you buy your ribbons from DNP.
But it didn't end there. The next morning when I come into work, I get a call from the same customer saying that in flying the rolls from Miami to Houston, they actually exhausted their stock in Miami. And now we have a new ribbon emergency.